check the ailerons, make sure we got proper deflection. Next up, the sticks going the correct way. Pointing to the left, the aileron goes up to the left. That's fine. And then next thing we want to check is you should have built-in washout in the aileron.
Yeah, quarter inch. So.
Yeah, quarter inch. You can't really, it's hard to tell, but I would say it's in there.
The flat level workbench is there. I believe like 2 feet.
Yep. Got your rod end on. And that line's up there.
I cleared that too to make sure that that was
Right.
looks like that could get close.
It
I
could.
Cleared that away.
This is your canopy.
It's a little stiff, but when you get a full latch, you do get a full engaging sound.
Maybe we'll it up. This is your ELT antenna, correct? It's also secure. And we have on our 650 aircraft, we have little fairies on here. You get those.
The upgrade.
Make them yourself.
Yeah.
Got your saddle on there. You got your elevator safety wired on the candle hinge, and candle hinge safety wired on your trim tab. Check the deflection on your elevator. Out here. Yep, perfect, right at 30 degrees, 31. That's fine. Check our cables up here. That is wide. You got your rudder all secured, safety wired, or cotter pin. That's one thing to check, to make sure your trip wire is not going to get tangled up with your elevator.
That secondary plastic one up in
Looks
there.
good. Looks good.
Extra little layer of sheathing there too around there.
You check your rudder, make sure, I believe you're allowed 10 millimeters of movement in your rudder. You don't have any, you're fine. On the
These
bearings,
two are full safety cockpit as well. With these cockpits as well. Belts and suspenders.
excuse me?
Belts and suspenders.
Yep. Safety wired over here, the candle hinge. That is one thing to look out for is if you start moving the rudder a lot, it might cut your
Safety wire.
safety wire. And you would be fine with a single wrap. See how it's overlaid on that one?
Okay.
Well, you got that, it's coming in like that. You got your rudder stops. cotter pin. Bungees look good.
Thank you.
Another thing you want to check for is on the new HD is a lot of guys put the aileron too close to the wingtip. There's be a lot of rubbing right in there. Yours looks fine.
Nice. As you described, I tapped that back a little bit to make sure I got that clearance.
Oh,
too,
yeah,
so.
yeah.
So I fell into the a lot of guys category on that, I guess.
Drain the fuel when we're outside of the hangar. It's a little cool today. Now, you might want to eventually taper it. Yes.
Okay.
Yep, cut it at an angle, your vent. And I believe you cut the backside at an angle.
Okay.
I believe I'll have to look and see, but
Yeah, that sounds correct. I'd heard of somebody else that drilling a hole in the back there that would give the same effect.
probably would be. Yeah. I just gotta take a file and just check the cockpit. Controls clear. Left down the road. Pull back on the stick, the elevator goes up. Inside the controls, I don't see anything touching. You might want to loosen that up.
Definitely when the canopy is latched, you get a full engagement. It does secure nicely, but it's definitely a little stiff, especially when it's cold out.
Throttle has a little. See, that just might get annoying. It sticks, so let's hold back. And it's just right there. That'll be fine.
What I think that is a little bit of just you're feeling maybe a little bit of that silicone, the baffle, kind of when it flips back,
When it's
when it
flexing.
transitions back and forth.
You got your fuel selector. We have the right, left, and off. Probably we'll run it on the left because the pilot is on the left and we've got fuel on the left. That will probably be the heavy wing. Just run it off that way. Rudder cable's connected here. Cotter pin. Brakes. Nice and clean. Jabiru 3300, we'll check the oil. Now, ideally, what you want is the oil about halfway on the stick between the two marks. It'll run a little bit cooler. Yeah, very clean installation, very clean. And then if it runs a little warm, we'll rotate the carburetor a little bit to cool the EGTs. And the CHTs it'll actually cool too. It'll be number 5. It'll cool to number 5 cylinder.
Okay.
Yeah, 2, 4, 6. Battery's nice and secure. Now, one thing on the bungee on the nose gear, you'll probably want to do eventually. You see the corners on the back tab there?
Right.
That's eventually going to cut that bungee.
Okay.
I mean, you know, I'm talking 50, 60 hours. It's going to start, and it's already done it on this side a little bit. So probably whenever you change it, I would actually bend the tab back a little bit, and I'd round those corners really well. It probably would be bad if you put some kind of rubber or something around there so that okay. Because, you know, it's steel rubbing on that bungee. You got your pin, cotter pin, both sides. Got it. Carburetor is nice and secure. Check your plug wires to your. A lot of times they come undone. Check the throttle, make sure it's moving properly. We got our throttle stop. There's our stop. Full power back. Throttle stop. Hey, Mike, would you grab some spray? Oh, you got some
Okay.
grease?
Yeah, this helps that.
Oh, let me grab some.
Baffle slide a little smoother there.
We'll just lubricate the throttles a little bit. Oh, I see. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice and cut. Don't want to make a mess.
That's good.
Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Oh wow, that made a difference right there. Yeah, it's nice and smooth now. Now our choke. I'll tell you when to pull the choke. Just pull it. Okay, push it in. Now pull it. Okay. You got your engine mounted, bolts in. Exhaust is secure. Next thing you want to look, make sure your exhaust is not touching the cowling. It's a little close, but you should have. I think the typical rule is if you can get your hand between it, it's fine. But yeah, you just have to watch it, make sure it doesn't get too hot. If it gets too hot, then you can put a piece of aluminum, rivet a piece of aluminum or something.
Yeah. Some of that heat duct tape might be a good.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I might know a guy that might be able to do something.
You got the sensitive prop on there. You got it safety wired or just
They're not locked up. They were checked this weekend at 18 foot-pounds of torque.
You should probably check the prop after. I'll probably check it about 5. When you adjust your torque on your cylinder heads, I would check the torque on your prop because it's wood and your temperatures will change quite a bit here.
They move.
Yeah. The spinner's nice and secure. your air ducts on, these back two spark plugs are very difficult to get the wires on, trying to get everything lined up. So if your engine runs a little rough, it's probably that plug's come off a little bit.
Okay.
I've noticed that. You notice how hard it is to try to get it all.
What I was able to do is push it forward.
Oh, okay.
Push the whole bundle forward, then pull each wire individually back.
There you go.
And it makes it a little bit
Yes.
snug up that way.
You got a little rubbing right here on the, a little rubbing right there. Not much you can do, but it's just on your fiberglass, so it's not like it's right above on the engine itself. Yeah, and I put a little bit of epoxy on there because it's gonna leak a little oil out of that top pin, just where it's been pressed in. That's your oil pressure. Looks good. That's your fresh air. Better job on it. Fresh air, okay, and then we go to the carburetor, the carb box, or no, carb heat goes to the box. Go ahead and pull your carb heat. Okay, it works. Looks good. And then we got the fresh air going to the carburetor. And you got cabin or cabin heat.
Correct.
Actually, let me spray this bottom.
Okay. Okay, that's good.
Probably, ideally, I should spray those rod ends. More than anything, it'll give them just a lot of squeaking noises. It's just annoying. It'll be taxing in here. Squeak, squeak. No, I think your engine compartment looks nice. Very nice. Is it better? Good. And, let me go ahead and spray the controls a little bit. I've already sprayed it once. What?
No, I always put a lot on.
Most customers I have seen, their controls are way too tight. Either they have the bearings too tight, torque too tight, or they don't have much lubricant at all, and it makes it really nice if you start loosening up. Am I better? Yeah, I can just tell just by the sound too. All right, now we'll check your. Let's see what your system looks like here. So you got your. We want to check your trim. So we'll go all the way up with the trim. And why don't we go back and check and make sure it's not biting up?
Okay.
Good thing to check.
I'll go ahead and run it and stop. That's it right there.
And your trim is, I see it's cotter pin. Make sure it's, okay, you got your jam nut on the inside and you got a cotter pin to your motor. Okay, looks good. Okay, bring it up to neutral. Got a little bit more is neutral. A little bit more, a little bit more. A little bit more, right there.
Okay.
So,
Probably about the 4 bars up. 4th bar up is neutral.
Okay. So yeah, we want to note that. So you'll probably eventually have to change that if you want. Or probably what we'll do after we fly it is we'll fly at level flight and see what neutral setting is, and then land the way it is and not adjust the trim for landing.
Okay.
And then we can know exactly what the trim. Then you can, I think you pull that out and it's got a little screw in the back. You adjust that.
Oh,
needle.
does it? Excellent.
Yeah. Yeah, you just reposition the. I believe that's how it works. So you get the dynon, comm, transponder, and your GPS. Carb E, throttle. You got nav lights.
That's just
that's
a pet peeve. I don't know who taught me that. Some old man taught me that.
We got tired of wearing out his ignition switches too.
Yeah. Well, and then it's going to be dangling, hitting all your. That way you can see everything. Got your ELT. Pop open.
Yeah, let's put a little piece of tape on it.
Yeah, just a little piece there.
Next, just double check, make sure these things are nice and secure. Weight lockers. They are. Well, I'd say the last thing to really check for is, most important is, make sure the paperwork's all in order. And I believe you have your check the paperwork. You got your airworthiness certificate, your registration, your program letter tells you what you can and can't do in your phase 1 flight, and it's attached.
And bound.
And then what we need now is your weight and balance sheet. That's a part of the, it has to stay in the airplane too. And we'll just check it. You just put it, keep it all together if you like.
Yeah.
Check the weight and balance.
put that in the glove box if you like.
Yep, everything's in CG range. Everything's in all float. You're actually a little bit more, you're about in the center. Actually, go ahead and
Hit that message, what you do with it.
put it in the glove box. Got the passenger warning, board experimental, your end numbers on there. Say we're ready to put the cowling on. Put that checklist. Technique where I put your cowling on.
One of them is it?
Yeah, exactly.
That one is the last one that doesn't like to go on.
Yeah, I'll let you do your cowling.
Every one's a little different.
It's kind of good to get these out of
I like your actions panel. If you ever have problems with your electrical, you can get a your instrument. That's nice. It looks nice too. A lot of guys don't have the whole panel screwed, the whole top panel. That's a lot of screws.